Covenant, we'll be able to see why she was indeed conceived without original sin. So it's going to be the study of the Bible. Now, we all know that the Ark of the Covenant wasn't something that fell from heaven, but was something that was instructed by God to Moses. God actually asked Moses to build the Ark of the Covenant. And if you read Exodus chapter 20, you will get the story of the Ten Commandments, how the Ten Commandments came about. After the Ten Commandments was given, from Exodus 25 to Exodus 40 was actually something to do with the Ark of the Covenant. God will give extensively details on how the Ark of the Covenant should be constructed. In fact, God, who just said in the Ten Commandments, do not make any image, will immediately ask Moses to make images of cherubims and seraphim to add in the construction of the Ark of the Covenant. So that will help us to understand that the use of images or their construction is not forbidden by God. Because it's just surprising that immediately after the Ten Commandments, where God is saying, don't make any image, either in heaven or on earth, will immediately ask Moses to construct an Ark of the Covenant with even cherubims, symbols of angels attached to that. So I'm going to begin with the Ark of the Covenant because it has many symbols for us. First, what is the content of the Ark of the Covenant? The Ark of the Covenant has what we call the tablets, the Ten Commandments. It has the Ten Commandments. Another simple expression for the Ten Commandments is the Word of God. It has the Word of God. The Ark of the Covenant also contains the manna that fell from heaven. That special food that God gave the Israelites when they were in the desert and they were hungry. So there is manna. And then the Ark of the Covenant also has the staff of Aaron, representing priesthood, So if you look at these three significant contents of the Ark of the Covenant, it is already pointing to something, pointing to Jesus, the high priest, pointing to Jesus, the living bread that has come down from heaven, pointing to Jesus, who is the Word of God. And all this is contained in the womb of the Blessed Virgin Mary. So she is the Ark of the New Covenant. So let's begin our study. Let's begin our study and look at the Bible slowly. First, what is Immaculate Conception? Because what I want to do is a teaching that will lead to the defense of the Immaculate Conception. Immaculate Conception is celebrated in the Catholic Church on the 8th of December every year. And it is a teaching of the Catholic Church that Mary was conceived without sin. By this we mean without original sin. She was conceived pure, stainless. She was conceived the way Eve was conceived. The first defense of the Immaculate Conception for us is by analogy. We say Mary is the new Eve. Mary is the new Eve. Eve, in the narratives of Genesis, was made without sin.